Today I'm going to take you through my IPDP, give you a practical example of my IPDP. In case you're wondering what is an IPDP, it's an integrated performance and development plan. Please keep it. So you might ask yourself, what does the video that you just saw have to do with my IPDP being my integrated performance and development plan? So the previous video that you just saw, it actually reminded me of one of the items that my coaching platform measures, my AI powered coaching platform measures, which is the ability to simplify. So looking at that, you can see that it's actually the ability to take complex sums and simplify them. So how does all of this tie in with an IPDP? So an IPDP, as mentioned, it's an integrated performance and development plan. So when incorporating that, one of the elements that you would incorporate into it is its performance, as the name suggests, its development, and development encompasses mentorship and coaching. So then this goes to my coaching platform, my AI-powered coaching platform, which identifies 22 habits. So let me show you these 22. So these are the 22 odd habits that my system measures, my AI-powered system measures. It's an AI-powered coaching system. It's the propensity to own, propensity to hand off, to simplify, etc., etc. So the one that I'm focusing on today, it is to simplify, referring to the video that I just showed you now, where the guy was taking complex math sums and simplifying them in order to get to an answer quicker. Okay, so now the system measures a person's habits. So it's not that a person can't do it, but it's just that it's not a habit for that person to do it. As mentioned, that there's 22 habits that it measures, and then these 22 habits, once measured, they are classified into 5 categories. Okay, so the 5 categories are planned behavior, and then necessary behaviors, context behavior, strong habits, and radical habits. So let me explain briefly to you what they mean. So planned behavior means that an individual has to plan very carefully before they do that thing, but the reason being that they don't do it every day. I'll make an example. Let's say when it comes to propensity to hand off, say I'm used to working alone as a solopreneur, so it's not something that I do on a daily basis, so it might be a habit that I would score lower into. But take somebody who is a manager at a manufacturing plant with hundreds of people reporting to him, he might struggle with dedication. Maybe he's not used to it, but chances are, because he's required to do it on a daily basis, it might be a strong habit. So a habit is something that you do over time for prolonged periods of time. So a planned behavior would be something that you have to think carefully before you actually do it. And then necessary behavior would be something that you do it if it's absolutely necessary, but it's outside of your comfort zone. Then we have context habits. So if the context demands it, let's say for myself, I start recruiting, I grow my team, I hire an associate consultant, I hire a PA, then the context would demand that I actually hand off. So then you might find that when I complete the assessment, I would score between 35 and 65, meaning that it is a habit that can happen if the context demands it. Then there's another one, which is a strong habit. So the strong habit is when somebody does it it's a strong habit. Yeah, somebody does it on a daily basis, even when they're at work or outside of work. Like, I'm gonna stick to the example of propensity to hand off, which is to delegate, excuse me. So they would delegate even if they're at home, even if they're at a party. They're that kind of person that will say, please chop these tomatoes for me. Let's say they're making a salad at a social function. And then radical habits would be when somebody delegates when it's not even necessary. So you find maybe that they're asking their neighbors, please do this for me, please do this for me, when it's not necessary, when it's something that they can actually do for themselves. But for the purposes of this video, giving you a practical example of how my IPDP would work, my integrated performance and development plan. So let's take the examples of this one, where somebody scored between, let me just look at it, between 0 and 20, so meaning it's a necessary behavior to simplify. It's not something that just comes naturally to that person, but we all know that this is a necessary habit to have in order to succeed in the workplace. So then it would be identified, and then the system will actually develop customized activities as part of the coaching to assist this individual in order to be better or to develop the habit of simplifying tasks. So they give them practical assignments to do so every month. They will be required on a daily basis to do activities that empower them and strengthen and grow the habit of simplifying. Just to summarize, we're talking about an integrated performance and development plan for your organization. So the reason why I like this is that it is also received easier by employees because it promotes elements of engagement, it promotes elements of development, which can encompass training, mentorship, and coaching. And the video that I just showed you, it ties to that section of the IPDP, which is the coaching element, where somebody would get sent a link to complete an assessment, and then it would assess their habits and rank them in the 5 categories of habits. Okay, so the first one being, let me just see this quickly. So the first one being our planned behaviors, necessary behaviors, context habits, strong habits, and radical habits. And then you would be able to empower and develop your employees according to an objective assessment which was done and that is scientifically valid. If you would require me to assist you with setting up your IPDP for your business, please contact me. Here are the contact details as part of this video.